back. Uh, I wanted to talk to y'all about the importance of staying on God's path. Um, just you gotta stay on God's path. It's important. When you're walking on His path, things are a lot different. Than you versus you not being on His path. Um, you get blessed in many ways. You know what I mean? Not only that, but like all the empty voids that you have. Like, say for instance, if you used to smoke a lot of weed and, drink every now and then or something like that. Like all the empty voids that you have, that you're dealing with, you don't have that anymore. You don't have that, because he fulfills that for you. And, the Holy Spirit enters your body. You know what I mean? And protects you and, keeps that feeling away from you of feeling the empty void, because that's most of the time that's what people do. They feel they have an empty void, so they feel as though they have to run to a drug to make them feel good for a little bit. But it's just temporary. That's the only thing it does, is it makes them feel good for that little bit of moment, and then you got to go spend more money and blow your money, and you end up broke. Blowing your money on drugs and stuff, and and that's why it's just good to keep God. Read the Bible and keep God in your life. It's important. Anybody out there dealing with any type of problems, drug problems or anything, if you get on God's path and stay on His path, He'll bless you. He'll bless you to where you can, you won't feel that feeling. The Holy Spirit will be with you. Believe it or not, the Holy Spirit does work. You got to pray too. But the Holy Spirit does protect you, and you got to use your common sense and discernment also. You can't just walking around, with your head in the clouds or whatever, like nothing can happen to you. You got to be kind of alert and use your common sense and discernment. And because like I said, it's important to stay on God's path. And you put in the work. All you got to do is put in the work, draw close to Him, you know what I mean, and you'll see the results. Sooner or later, like, you'll see things start happening in your life much better. But you have to maintain the, He's not going to pay your bills for you or nothing like that. You have to maintain it. If He gives you a job, do your best at that job. You know what I mean? Maintain your job. Maintain your responsibilities. And just, keep and pay your tithes when you can, if you can. You know what I mean? And try to spend as much time as you are working. Try to spend as much time also with God. That's just drawing close to Him, reading the Bible, stuff like that. It's important. And you'll start, and before you read the Bible, ask for wisdom and knowledge, and ask Him to grant you wisdom and knowledge, and you'll start seeing things working in your life, and you'll start feeling better too. Mentally and physically, you'll start feeling better about yourself. To where you can, help other people. And what else did I have? Because that'll make a better version of yourself. It's harder to do right, but it's a lot easier to get in trouble. It's easy for people to get in trouble, but hard for them to stay out of trouble. So You know, when you're with God, you know, you don't need to. Um, He'll start cutting people out of your life left and right, and then eventually it just be you. You know, you and him, which that's that's whatever it takes to make you. Whatever it takes to make you. You know, get right within yourself. You know, so. You know, and if you read Proverbs 1 through 10, it tells you, you know, you stay away from, you know, do your best. You know, God will do the rest, and stay away from, you know, stay away from evil things. You know, to protect your body and, you know, heal your body and you know, and honor God with whatever you can, and you know He'll bless you and bless your storehouses abundantly. So I've been through a lot. I know a lot of people have been through a lot, but and then a lot of the stuff I went through was on my, you know, from me just doing what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? That's pretty much it. Me doing what I want to do in life, and you know, it's just a lot of backtrack. You know, I could have been way ahead, but I'm not blaming nobody. That's my fault. You know what I mean? So I'm not blaming God either. It's not His fault. You know, you just gotta man up, be responsible, and do the right things in life. Like I said, do the right things. Stay on God's path. Walk the narrow path. It's better for you. You know what I mean? Because at the end, all that stuff doesn't matter. Like, you know, it's okay to have nice things or whatever, but you shouldn't put that stuff before God. That shouldn't be. You shouldn't let that consume you. Be, you know, be all you want and all you chase is materialistic stuff, because it doesn't matter. It does none of that stuff. When you leave here, when your soul leaves here, none of that stuff is going to go with you. You're not going to be riding through, you know, no afterlife or anything, or in no car. You ain't taking no jewelry with you, nothing. Everybody's going to be, you know, once you're going in there, people going to be on, you know, on you, so on your stuff and materialistic possessions, gone. So, you know, stay on God's path and try to work on getting on God's path if you aren't, because it's important. Alright? Just have faith and trust in Him. Even when you may feel a little frightened or, you know, whatever, feel alone, He'll fill all those empty voids that you feel. He will fill all of those. So, y'all have a blessed day. Shamar G coming at y'all. Please like, subscribe if you like if you subscribe. Alright, thanks.